Okay, so I guess I'll just introduce this. So we're watching this Reservoir stream from the other day, 2 days ago. This is the day after Food Stamps admitted to jacking off to Lolicon on Reservoir stream. Reservoir ended stream shortly after, and then the next day he booted up stream and did this short. It's about 40 minutes long. The actual time he's talking for. Short stream, just addressing what had happened the day before, and we'll just watch. We'll just watch, I guess. So here we go. I would like to. Can we say thank you to Reservoir for putting on a shirt for this one? Thank fuck. I have to look at his gross fucking wife beater the entire time. Any updates on Ethan? We do have Ethan updates. We'll go over the Ethan updates later. Okay, this is like probably copyrighted music. Why does he do this gay shit? Why is he looking so distraught as well? What is this guy's problem?
He's allergic to success. Not that I think success is ever on the horizon, really, but like he just throws so many fucking Robloxing away from himself. He's a fucking idiot.
Yep. Like, he's just sitting here silently with music playing for ages. Come on, get into it, bro.
So,
here we go.
We have to talk about something. I've aligned it into 4 parts. Right now, Emilio needs this, and the thing is, he's a cat. He's too dumb to know what's going on. Grackle is much like these cats. Too dumb to know what's going on. And I am not here to malign. What? You're dumb. Stop. Don't look at me like that. What? Yeah, I know. So, we're going to talk for 1 hour, 1 hour only. I'm going to end the stream. We're going to publish it. And we have other shit to do.
Gross.
Because I don't want to belabor this, and I would like to just not really move on, but like, what can I add? Collins tomorrow is absolutely not today. Likely we're going to do Collins. Are you fucking stupid? Like, Jesus Christ. Emilio. Are you
no, Food Stamps has not made a proper statement yet. We're waiting for I believe she's putting together a manifesto that is supposed to drop this weekend.
He's just so done. Come on, there you go. Come on, buddy. Yep, there you go. Get your shit together. Alright, 1 hour. 1 hour drama. What's my first word? Alright, cool. Got it. Lies. We had to start with lies, because lies is the first thing that we need to talk about. There have been some lies, so there's corrections that I need to make. Very specific one on behalf of Jenny Matrix, which is that from what it all seems, there was a mischaracterization that happened on my stream last night that I am not going to stand by. Just to be completely and totally clear, Rezistan does not approve these things. We don't approve lies.
What?
We don't approve of just that shit.
Bro, this is so
it's
goofy.
Just bad. It leads to bad discourse, bad conversations.
Lies are bad. They lead to bad conversation. Okay, dude, why are you sitting here giving this whole fucking spiel? Like, I assume this has got to be about something I said, right? Because I'm the only one who said shit about Jenny Matrix. I thought, but
did food shops not say something about the conversation that they'd had?
they said they debated Lolly for 20 minutes on a call.
Yeah.
But Food Stamps lied a bunch. When we were watching Food Stamps' reaction to Jenny Matrix video, she said that she was offered to see a preview of it, but refused because she wanted her full reaction to be on stream. But then in the logs that Jenny Matrix revealed, she had shown a clip. It's just like such a weird thing to lie about.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, we'll see.
And whatever. But anyways. So, earlier this morning, or yesterday, we talked to Food Shops. During the conversation, Food Shops had said that she had talked to Jenny Matrix about her takes.
Oh no, it's about that. Okay.
And that does not seem to be something that happened. Are you attracted
Wait,
to
what the fuck?
Lolicon?
Yeah. I think I literally admitted to this before on stream.
Do you think Lolicon is pedophilia?
No.
Anyways, I'm only posting this because my name came up on the stream where this happened. Food Shop said that I already knew she was into Loli from previous conversation we had, which is not true. The debate which we had was a 22-minute call where I showed her an early draft of my video, which is about 15 minutes long. She gave her notes, including some mild pushback to the idea people who watch Loli are pedos. Bro, LMAO, what the fuck, brew, that's mad. Yo, do you have 5 minutes? Yes. She said absolutely nothing about being into Loli herself. What she told me in VC doesn't even come close to what she said on her stream with Beck Resi last night. As soon as I heard that, it was an instant block. So, that's the correction that we have to make. Because, again, absolute, just not good lying about people's positions, especially when you know they're unfavorable positions. Because it gets people involved in things they don't want to get involved in. In fact, if we go back, a little bit back in history, you know, I went ahead and I did my diligence yesterday, and I took a look at some things, including a initial conversation that I had with Food Shops. Because yesterday, many of you, Yusuf, good afternoon, love you. Many of you may have noticed that I may have been giving a level of charity that, you know, most wouldn't do.
Well,
So in my
it felt like he was trying to give her literally any lifeline possible to not be a lolicon. Right? Because even after she said, I'm into Lolly, he's like, oh, yeah, but, you know, are you, like, into Lolly? Are you into, you know, other anime stuff, and you just get Lolly, and, you know, all this sort of shit, you know? So it was like the whole way he was trying to dig her out of that hole.
And he was telling her things like you need to use less words and say, why are you like this? I.e., stop fucking talking, you retard.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy, to be honest. If you do take the opinion, you know, fucking lollies are pedophiles, then it seems pretty wild for him to sit there and basically be, you know, trying to help her talk her way out of being seen as a pedophile, right? I don't know. Given the hard stance he's taken on it now, it makes his behaviour look just super weird.
In my head, I'm thinking back to the first conversation I had with Food Shops, which has been titled Streaming Betrayals, Debates, and the Good Old Days. Which is the first conversation I had with Food Shops, because I thought I had a pretty good idea of what their ideas on this were. Right?
Oh, okay.
Of course, last night proved me wrong yet again. That vid introduced you to me. Mood, dude. Mood. You sure you're a Mr.
Guys, there are 50 of you here. Now is such a good time to remember to like, sub, and dono to the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Girl orbiter? You're not a Mr.
No,
Girl orbiter?
no.
Like...
I'm Mr. Girl if he was actually based and not cringe. Okay, all right. So,
all right, I'm just gonna say this: the guy literally has a song about him being a pedophile. I don't think you should say that for your own like career growth. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's fantastic, but I'm just gonna say this right now: I'm Mr. Girl if he was not cringe. Okay, and that is why.
Not a pedophile, right? And not a
dude.
Pedophile.
The hubris here is crazy. She's infinitely more cringe than Mr. Girl.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, what part of you is not fucking
yeah, is less cringe in any way, shape, or form.
All your content revolves around baiting fucking edgelord conversations with people for what reason? And like you've said before, and then when she gets involved with them, they go so far, she hasn't really thought things through, and then she kind of either works her way out of it, or just there's no resolution to most of the time. It's fucking...
It's just
pointless content.
Yep, literally. It's just gutless, edgeless, just like no stakes. It's horrible to watch. It's genuinely painful. We might watch some of the panel from last night though, because Stardust got absolutely fucking raped on this panel. So funny. This guy just starts calling her fat and shit, telling her to kill herself. So based. No one did anything. But yeah. We'll keep going with this for now.
I'm not a pedophile, but I sympathize. Awesome. I sympathize with helping out pedophiles. Okay, so here's the thing. All right.
Yeah, I think.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing.
Non-offending, yes.
Yeah, non-offending. Yeah, sure. But I also want to sympathize with helping out offending pedophiles. Get help as well. All right. But anyway, the point is,
I don't think that. I think that rape should have a death penalty associated.
Oh, yeah, I disagree. But
Split with Bug.
Oh, Lisa has donated $5 and said split with Bug. I feel morally conflicted. Accepting any money from Lisa.
I do not need your money, Lisa. Please, like Queeman will probably take your money, but I just, like, don't associate with me with your donation. Thank you. But yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, the point is, right, is that for non-offending, so this organization called
Thank you anyway, Lisa. Thank you.
I wanted to get an interview with them, but instead of an interview, because they're afraid of doing interviews, I did a Q&A instead. So they posted this Q&A on their forums. By the way, whenever people say, "Oh, I don't do effort content," shut the fuck.
Deeparama says, "That's my fucking money." Lisa, do not send my tax dollars to England. Okay.
Fuck up. Okay, this is what I did. All right, so I made composed questions, and they posted it. Waited many days, and finally the answers came back, and I read all these answers out on the live stream. And one of the things that they described is that people always think of pedophiles the way they see kids is in this incredibly sexual manner. Oh, I want to fuck kids. I see kids as like sexual objects, as fleshlights and whatever the whatnot. Right? That's not true whatsoever. Okay, the way they see kids is more than 90 to 95% of the time it seems like they see kids in a really romantic setting. Like, for example, they see kids interacting with them, hugging them, cuddling them.
What a fucking sauce thing to say. What the fuck is this? Oh bro, maybe we need to go back and watch this. Yeah, this is a major act. What the fuck?
Will this be live? Has he picked this up from his VODs?
No, this was on her channel. I think he pulled this from.
Will be on her channel. Okay.
Dishes together, watching TV shows together, playing video games with them, whatever, spending their life with them. Okay, just like how you do with a romantic lover. Okay, and it doesn't mean that it's okay.
This is so rancid, man. Oh god.
Right? Doesn't mean that it's okay, but I'm just saying that just like with any other lover, you picture with them in a romantic setting, not in a sexual setting, all right? Because
Can I just say, seeing Ninetales come in and say it doesn't matter actually how they see them, to be honest.
with them in a romantic setting, not in a sexual setting.
Red
all
Nine
right?
Tails W.
Because
I
when
mean-
you have a crush on somebody, right? When you have a crush on somebody, you don't only think about them sexually, right? You send the now. What's
I mean,
interesting?
that's
right,
what you think, but like
Right.
I think that no, I think a lot of people quite literally are actually do kind of exist that way.
Hold on. And I want to say that these answers were given to me anonymously too. So it's not like you had more incentive to lie. Or any
Hey
shit.
yo, another dino coming in.
I swore they were a girl. They sound like a normal Asian to me.
Okay, it's another $5 from Lisa. Lisa, keep your money, but thank you very much. What does it say? I swore they were a girl. They sound like a normal Asian to me. Okay.
Like that, right? But
Yeah.
also another thing is that what's so interesting is that the way they describe these kids is in the same way that a lot of men describe adult women. That is the way that I notice.
So this is like literally, I mean, when I talk about infantilization,
yes,
I am not talking about any of this at all. What I'm talking about
hold on,
is
it does have to have.
So, anyways, my presumption after this call was the pretty basic presumption of this like charitability to non-offending pedophiles, right? And whatever. And I guess I can understand people just being like, yeah, maybe if we say we're going to kill them, they're not going to come out and talk about it if they are doing it. So that's ultimately going to lead to a worse situation because then like they're just going to do it in private. They probably already know how to do it and shit. I can understand that argument. I don't really give a shit. I'm going to be honest, actually. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say this about Kid. If the dude who is raping the person, and I only have a shot on the victim, if the victim's a kid, yeah, I'm probably going to take the shot. Yeah. Just so you know, Kid. Now I'm thinking about it.
What is he going on about?
Just good. I don't care.
Retard
Anyway.
rambling about?
That's actually already know how to do it. Come out and talk about it. Do this to I'm gonna say this about Kid. If the dude who is raping the person, and I only have a shot on the victim, if the victim's a kid, yeah, I'm probably gonna take the shot. Yeah.
What is he say? Are they saying like if you see someone raping a kid and the only way you can shoot the rapist is by killing the victim too, he would take the shot? Is that what he's saying? I don't.
Well,
I would
yeah,
kill a
I'm not
child to
sure.
kill a pedophile. Like,
Well,
is
yeah,
that?
the first thing I thought, I was like almost like putting the fucking victim out of the misery at first when he first said it. But I was like, no, yeah, I think you're correct, but
Well, I think that's part of what he's saying is like that does play into it. I think, but he is
Yeah.
It's just such a bizarre thing to say. I don't know.
yeah, that is weird. I don't want to jump the gun as well, by the way, but like Reservoir talked to two food shops the other day about when he was explaining the lolly stuff, he told her to private those videos.
Yeah.
He was partially responsible, so he's known a great deal of what she's either interested in, because there's obviously additional forbidden content. Plus,
Yeah.
Reservoir was in and around Kansas's community too, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
he must know some of the stuff that was going on in VCs as far as like how spicy the fucking conversations would get. So he's being a little bit political here, but
Yeah, it does feel like he's being a little bit slippery, but we'll see.
Just so you know, Kid. Now I'm thinking about it. Just good. I don't care. Anyways, watch Biscal. It's probably fucking west.
have a little bit to do with
I
it,
have to-
right?
No, it actually doesn't. Actually, what I'm saying, literally nothing you're saying has any impact on my arguments for this. My arguments.
But anyways, so that's what this conversation was. And that's why yesterday I thought in degenerate memeing that food shops, that's what they were doing, was degenerate memes and not getting that. I'm like, stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Degenerate. I just don't understand how you could look at. You have to be autistic to have been in or around that conversation and have thought, yeah, food shops is joking here.
Yeah,
There was no-
absolutely. Go on, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I was just say there was no indication of a joke at all, except for the fact that you just don't want it to be true, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like-
And especially when in a couple of instances he had to repeat the question to get clarification, and the answer was like I mean, the biggest example being like, "Are you attracted to children?" And then she was like, "I have to think about that," and then claimed that she didn't really hear the question in the first instance.
I mean, I'll be fair. I believe that she didn't hear the question there. I believe
Yeah.
that, to be fair. But
But
there
then-
were other moments, and like, you know, asking, do you like lolicon? She's like, yeah. It's like there was no indication of joke there at all. It was
No,
just, yeah, I'm a lolicon. That was it. You know.
But, you know, they didn't. So, yesterday, we had that conversation with food shops. You can see the clips. The one that's probably going to get played the most could very well be audio issues on Discord not picking me up saying something, but the rest of the conversation's still bad, dude. It's real bad. So, if you guys remember, we went through the conversation. Then I had Beckett and Sam and everybody else on. Queenan. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really remember much of it. I was in most of the days, not going to lie, just wondering why somebody would meme this close to the sun, because that's kind of like where I'm at. I mean, it's ultimately of no real matter, and we're gonna get into that more in like one of the next segments or so. But the reason why I ended up muting was because I need to listen to it.
Wait, Bomber tried to send a dono and it didn't work. From Lisa is a booger. It says, I gave the little Jew $3 or $6 when he started to help encourage the little retard. Okay. Okay.
Clip that was
Thank
sent
you,
to me
Bubba.
by quite a few people, and I'm gonna play that clip now. And so I don't know why people tell me do not play live. I repeat, do not play live, but you need to hear it. Why is it that somebody said this to me? I feel like I should play it live.
Who sent that?
Right? Like, just fucking,
That's what I want to know.
get it all out there, because fuck it. Who gives a shit? Like, realistically, it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why Parallax is telling me I shouldn't. Kid, you know...
Parallax sent it.
Kid, you know the clip I'm talking about. I sent you it. It might be TOS. I don't know how it's TOS.
Well, what a bunch of pussies, bro.
But
Just one audio clip of someone saying, I want to wrap myself around a little girl. That's not fucking TOS. Come on, get it together. This is Reservoir. Let me go on multiple transphobic rants on the stream, by the way. Nice one, bro.
Viv, I'm leaving the left. Every day. Every day we stray further from the fucking light. Don't listen, just play it live. Well, now I'm worried because, like, I don't actually remember what was in it, right? I have left the left. I haven't. I mean, Food Shops isn't even a leftist, right? Like that's like a part of it. My auto mode Q post. What the fuck? I'm being silenced. Canceled. Based. Yeah.
It's just annoying
Anyways.
as well. Oh man, he's so gross,
So-
isn't he?
There's a clip
Ugh.
that I was sent. And in that clip, it involves a conversation where Food Shops is making jokes about getting with a 12-year-old. So I heard that, and I'm just like, this is a thing, isn't it? And that's why, like, and I do think it's probably a joke. But, like, even then, it's immaterial. Right? Might as well play it? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a might as well play it. It's a bit bad taste. Yeah, it's a little
Do
bit.
you like men?
Why
But
are you asking?
It was something I wanted to ask like way earlier, but I don't know. Now seems like
Yeah,
the perfect time.
kind of sus.
Oh fuck! What do you mean sus?
This Jay Chisel guy literally sounds like he's fucking nutting there, bro. So gross. I don't know if you guys. I feel like one of you must have seen it, but there was like another video of him talking to Food Stamps someone posted about pedo stuff,
Yeah.
where she says like the exact same thing, and it's like, I don't know, man. This guy was like trying to fuck the trans person, right? Let's be real.
She doesn't actually say 12-year-old in that clip, but she does say she wants to wrap
Little girl.
herself around that little girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is like a total homo freak.
Okay, you just don't want to talk about it. That's fine.
No, I like women only. I like women only.
Very good. But like trans women too? Like you'd be with the trans woman?
Only if they're feminine enough.
True, that's me.
I don't
You
even.
just don't-
I'm not even into dicks. They have to have bottom.
Oh, so you don't want to? Damn, you're just like me for real.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm only into the most feminine of the most feminine.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around.
Oh, like you're like big spoon is what you're saying. Oh, I get you.
I need to have like a 12-year-old.
What? That's so crazy that you said that. She wants a little 10-year-old girl. What the fuck? Is this like known or something?
What's going on? Did Resi rape? This is Resi's disavowal stream, where he says, I'm not friends with Food Stamps anymore. So yeah, he's playing the audio clip of Food Stamps telling Gay Jizzle that he wants to... that she wants to wrap herself around a little girl. A little 12-year-old girl. Yeah, why are you playing this game music, homo?
this attracted to children, right? You're not attracted to children, right? Basically. I don't think that like the audio picked up on Discord,
You're
but
not attracted to children, right?
I'm trying to think.
You're not attracted to children.
your eyes are so expressive. Yeah, I know. Like it's like literally a thing I do very much. I'm very Very expressive. I also want to say there's a chance that it didn't like come up on the Discord call. But yeah, there are a lot of clips. I recommend if you're not going to watch that maybe you should watch this clip. You should watch this, Viv. I'm trying to think.
It's just like saying nothing.
Wait, you're speaking to Viv? When was
Viv was in chat.
This
This was
right
before the
after?
debate. Yeah, this was
Oh, okay.
before a couple hours before the debate that Viv had.
Wait, so
with-
Viv knew?
Yeah, correct. So she says here,
Okay.
I'm supposed to be debating this bitch in a couple of hours. Please tell me it's totally out of context. So, yeah.
people. I don't like. I don't.
My-
If
my
I thought
position
like
is
if I
Viv
thought that
loves
you were a
Lolicon.
pedophile, right? Then like I probably wouldn't talk to you, right? But I don't think you're a pedophile. I got the audio that we listened to a little bit ago after the conversation with Food Chops.
It
Or
is-
just like the kid is like, do you mean like the aesthetic
it
or
is-
just like the kids?
Probably it's definitely the power difference. It is more of the power difference more than anything
It's
else.
just so wild, man.
Like it's probably only the power difference.
It's kind of fucked.
It's only the power difference, but also I like petite anime
But it's
as
not
well.
like a
Okay,
it's not the
okay,
lack
dude.
of secondary sexual characteristics, I would say.
Sounds like you just love kids.
What's wrong with that?
What? The power difference?
Hypothetically, of course.
What was that?
Hypothetically, what's wrong with that?
Hypothetically. It was good for the child.
What is the teacher-student power differential? That is the absolute.
That's like your top is teacher student things?
Right. So if it's like
Okay.
teacher-student lolicon, right? If it's teacher-student lolicon,
Thank God food stamps is too
then
poor to
it's
afford a
like-
van.
That's super duper. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make it better, but that's just.
But like what I'm specific
Losing it.
milking me.
I'm not
You're
milking you. I'm not
You're milking me
milking.
right now.
People are.
That is disgusting.
The worst part was when she did the cat noises in the later
So-
conversation. That was the that was
Here's
a
a
top
question.
act moment.
Do you think Food Chops is a pedophile? I don't think it matters.
But like, what is this sudden coat? I swear everyone is like, if you're a lolicon, you're a pedophile. Until one of their friends admits to liking Lolly, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, well, you know, you might be a pedophile. You might. It's like, bro, come on. It's so transparent.
And I'm going to explain why. When it comes to the way that I interpret this whole thing. And to do that, we're going to have to bust out a little paint board real quick.
So, you know, now we're getting a diagram to explain how food stamps is a
Because
pedophile.
this will help it make, I think, a little bit more sense.
Make it
At
make
least
sense.
I hope
Make it
that's the
make
case.
sense.
I do think that there is something to go ahead and say here. Anyways. So, let's do 2 circles. Okay. In circle A, Food Chops is. Let's say in circle B,
Food Chops isn't. Food Chops isn't.
isn't.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
I can know it's smart.
So, the motivation here is like we have this circle, which then is going to get beget. Oh, fuck, Should have probably used a different program. All right, we're going to use this circle, which begets a motivation, which I'm going to label next. And that's why, like, I'm making the decision that I'm making right now, that, like, there is something fucky about. Motivation.
Man who doesn't understand how to make flowcharts tries to make a flowchart.
So, the motivation, if they are, is normalization. Right? Like, that's, like, I think a pretty basic way to go about talking about this and understanding this, is that it does come down to normalization, right? That would be the motivation there. If they aren't, the other thing, the motivation on B is milking content. Yep. Yeah, Viv, I know. I've seen that too. Right? Milking content that, like, would ultimately...
Okay, so what's Viv's saying here? So, Viv's making this claim that I've heard banded around before, but I haven't seen substantiated. Which is that food stamps has POCD, or claims to have had POCD. For the uninitiated, that's like pedophilic OCD, where you obsess over the idea that you're a pedophile. She has said she had OCD before, but Viv says, because look, she admitted to me before that she got OCD fixated on the idea she might be a pedo, but got over it. And I was like, that's weird, but I guess I gave her the benefit of the doubt. But, like, she needs help if not. So, claiming to have POCD. It's crazy how all of these weird little Mr. Girl types all seem to claim to have POCD. You know, Lav did this as well.
Yeah, Lav did it, yeah.
You
After
think I
Mr.
have
Girl
it?
got... Do I think you have it?
Yeah.
No, I think you just an ephebophile, to be honest, Naga.
True.
For me to continue a relationship, ultimately defend the statements made and whatnot, right? Which is also bad. So both of these, right, motivations are bad. These are both bad motivations because they're just taking advantage of, like, what I have and what I do, right? They're both bad. Okay? So, whether or not it is the case, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to make that judgment because you know what? I don't have to. No one fucking has to. Either way.
Well, he's
let's
overcomplicating it because he has to explain why he's had a pedophile on his stream every day for the last 6 months. So that's why it's overcomplicated.
Okay. Hypothetically, this entire fucking thing comes down to Food Chaps just being like, yeah, I was trying to bait Chud for a reaction because I got banned from Spicy. Then I am a vehicle to be used. I have lost my agency, and my agency is being treated like a fucking joke. Which is fine. But because of my assertion of my agency, I am not going to allow for that. So, this is going to be less than an hour. I don't even know why I put up an hour. So, that's where we're at right now. It's where I'm at. And yeah, I don't need an hour to do this. Like, holy shit. I thought I was going to need an hour.
Jesus Christ.
I guess, like, yeah, I guess it's fine. So.
Crazy that it's actually just not that complicated to say, oh, I'm not really friends with this person anymore because I don't like the fact they jerk off to Lolicon. Crazy how that's actually does not take an hour to say, isn't it? This guy's so fucking retarded.
I want to talk about villainy.
Oh my god.
And I want to talk about evil. Right?
Me, dude.
There was a certain conversation that was on the YouTube. Hey, didn't realize we had an early start today. Well, might be for the best, buddy, but you do you. Ronan. Anyways. There's just been this topic of villainy. I want to be the villain. Villainy is odd. The idea of evil is odd.
Bro, this guy
we've
is so
been
gay.
kind of treading into like talking about it here and there, you know, mostly because Kid has inundated us with Spinoza and shit. And it is what it is. I think I figured out a type of evil. A type of villainy. I showed you guys that conversation that I first had with food shops. And I am drawn right now to a moment that happened a little bit over a year and a half ago. Some of you may know Claw and Seventh. And I might vaguely gesture that I used to talk to other people in other communities and shit.
Bro, the gay soft
So-
voice is killing me as well. Holy fuck.
I ended up dealing with Claw and Clint and all of them kind of doing this whole betrayal thing. I am very much a person who does have trust issues. I've had trust issues.
Did he kill Chat?
Especially with a
Your
lot of
comment?
this online shit. I don't
Oh,
really like
I
the
thought
idea of
maybe.
being milked for content. I
Where
don't mind
is
my
it?
content being used. But like being milked.
Yeah, so
In-
I felt like maybe he killed chat because of my message here, where I said, "You sound like you're saying you think you're saying sorry, you sound like you think you're saying something profound." Was what I said in chat. So, and then chat immediately disappeared. So it might have just been it bugged and the chat cleared, but you know, I'm just saying it happened right after I said that. So
To like realistically defending things that I don't think are defensible. Being lied to, all the most negative detritus of what it is to be human. I've dealt with that. I think that the Claw situation back then was pretty astounding, fun, great. Yeah, cool. People are kind of evil sometimes. We've been talking about villainy. And when I'm online, I don't really think I've found too many actual villains. Villainous behavior, sure. But I think there is a certain villainy that occurs
Steve says he's getting a lot of messages filtered by YouTube right now. Okay.
when you unveil some vulnerable piece of your being. You express it, you talk about it.
This is
Then
so deep, man. Holy fuck.
it just replicates itself.
Yeah, man. It's like evil just begets more evil.
I
you
think
know?
that like one thing that happens to us often is we let people like that kind of rule the world.
Yeah, bro.
We let
Oh,
ourselves be
that's so
ruled by
true,
like
man.
negative
Oh.
temptation, desires,
Oh.
anger, violence, vitriol, whatever. That's, you know, it's
It's just like
soy.
all evil
Soy
when you
not,
think
do your
about it,
thing.
you know?
But realistically, it's kind of how I see a lot of people. I don't like that. I don't like the idea that, like, you know, think that everybody's gonna be a fucking horrible person. In fact, I don't know if Food Chops is a horrible person. All I know is that when it comes down to it, I am living with an active concept of betrayal. And I think Tornado Kane kind of hit it pretty fucking well.
If you're ever sitting there and going, you know who said this really well, Tornado Kane, you need to be taking a long look in the fucking mirror, because that person is beyond retarded.
Arc. And, nah, I'm not doing that shit. I don't believe in that shit at all. Because I'm not gonna live on, like, these kind of negative impactions and shit, right? Because I don't believe in that world. I don't want to say that that's, like, a way to live. Realistically, Food Shops has been, like, kind of a motivation to do shows and, you know, interact with people more.
Oh, look, we've got a food stamps Jenny in chat. Oh, Uni. And Slow News Day, huh? Well, yeah, my Slow News Day is apparently 5 times bigger than Food Shop's regular day, so I know what you're complaining about.
Like, do all this other shit, you know? And, I do like that about myself. But there is a wariness that must be put together and understood that, yeah, things like this happen, and it's like, oh, well, this definitely seems fucking out of character. You know?
What was out of character about any of this? Sorry, what? His first conversation with this person was, hey, maybe you should private all those videos where you're talking about how you sympathize with pedophiles and like Lolicon. And then he's like, wow, it's really out of character this person's admitting to liking Lolicon on my stream. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's actually very in character for them to do that. Resi has not said a coherent thing for the past 30 minutes. Very true, 20 minutes. You're doing this for free.
But I'm not gonna let that change what we're doing. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, yeah, people are gonna abuse other people. I think, like, one of the large criticisms I have for that Mantis person is that it does seem like the only thing that they get off on is making other people feel like shit. Queenman, I think you probably could take this advice as well.
That's me.
I think that the world and life and all that shit is built off of, like, whatever. You know? I think the whole world is built off of the good. Not like some, again, negative, warring attribute. I'm not going to change what we're doing here. It's been pretty fun, to be honest. But
I think the whole world is built off of, like, whatever, you know? So real. So real.
I was wrong about Food Shops. She is a villain.
I mean, a villain? Really? A villain? Okay. So I said in chat, wow, I can't believe the trans Lolicon defender who loves talking about pedophilia was actually a Lolicon herself. It's just like, it's such a baffling stream, man. Like, oh my god, this was so out of character and took me by total surprise. Also, this person is like truly evil to the core, even though I've spoken to them every day for like the last 3 months and was totally cool with them before. Just this one, I found out they jerk off to cartoons and now I can never look at them the same way. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I struggle to believe he actually cares that much.
The deepest circle of hell is reserved for liars and betrayers. And mutiny. So, anyways, that's it. That's all I gotta say about it. Any further talk in the channel probably will ban you. Don't really give a shit. So,
Bro, he is quoting Pirates of the Caribbean. There's no way.
This has been the hour. Not going to take calls. I'm just going to end it early. I don't have any more to say about this. So, anyways, enjoy the little quick presentation. And I guess we'll see you on.
I hate men who crave attention this late in their life, but aren't willing to be worth looking at. Jesus. I wouldn't say that. The fuck? Alright. Okay, that's the Resi content done.
That, I mean, first things first, Reservoir is a fucking retard. Like,
Yeah,
the way he
100%.
presented that, he tried to turn it into some form of content also while being dramatic, and as you said, like by making these little profound fucking statements about stuff. Just disavow them completely. Make it well aware to everybody in your community that this person is like person non grata, and I like get rid, done, goodbye.
But there's just like no point for like 20-minute rant about your thoughts on evil as a concept. Like, no one's interested in this.
Having these fucking bulletin points of lies and villainy, and like, dude, just fucking, what are you doing? But beyond that, I'm just adding everything up in my head now. Like, Food Stamps is a fucking paedophile. Like, I refuse to believe otherwise. You can't. You can say, okay, that you're interacting with those kind of communities, maps, etc., blah blah blah, as a way to, you know, to show empathy for the affliction that they have, etc. You can't do that kind of stuff and then meme so close to the fucking sun at the same time on stream for everybody to hear. Who the fuck knows the kind of conversations they have in VCs, in private, etc. So like that kind of discounts it to me, like to the point where you may well say like, this isn't advocacy or empathy. This is like a special interest. You're involving yourself probably in these communities as a way to try and solve the shit in your own head. Because, and as Viv has said in chat earlier, like the whole POCD shit, that's a new reveal. That's another thing on top of all the other shit that already has people thinking this person's a fucking pedophile. It's like, how many red flags do you need before you go, this person wants to fuck kids? Like, what the fuck? Like,
it is the Amos Yee comparison, I think, came truer than we realised it would, because this is just how Amos Yee used to be. If you watch that content back in the day, it was like the non-stop pedophile debates, and then it was like, you know, it just starts leaking that, like, you know, it's not just that you're debating these topics, it's, you know, you start expressing desire to actually be involved in the shit that the shit you're talking about, you know.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Although actually, mentioning Viv, I don't like Viv, but I did think better of it than to then sit there, witness all this, and then go and do the fucking debate. Because I watched a good chunk of that debate, and it was quite, you know, well natured. There was no fucking. Like, she wasn't at her throat. She wasn't trying to murder her, and she didn't even bring any of this shit up. It just stuck to the topic, and like, fucking, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you turning a blind eye to this kind of shit? Particularly when you're in the community, which gets so much shit for this kind of behavior. You'd think you'd be an automatic disavowal, but apparently not.
My thing is that, like, you know, I don't really give a fuck about the Lolly stuff, so she can associate with her if she wants, but it's like to sit there and chat and act like, oh, I'm hearing crazy information. You know, this could totally change my perspective, and then to just go on it anyway and never mention it. It's like, if you're gonna say that Lolly's acceptable and that you don't care to disavow this platform because of that, then I feel you've just got to say that. You know, you can't just dance around it and be like, and not address the fact that, like, a lot of people think this person's a pedophile. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I mean, everybody involved in this kind of shit now, like Stardust knows, because she mentioned it during the at the end of the somebody brought it up in chat at the end of the debate, and she's like, oh yeah, I've heard this things that are going around about them. I've seen a clip, but I don't really know what to think of it. It's like, well, how about you fucking find out what to think about it before you sit there for the past 2 hours platforming them, you fucking retard.
It's just like, I just don't get it, man. How can these people be so fucking spineless? It's crazy. After Mr. Girl got fucking, you know, cut off, and everyone suddenly flipped their opinions like, well, actually, you know what, he was a pedophile and a rapist and all this shit the whole time. For them to then just like try and sort of skirt around this and not address it, it just feels so retarded.
It's the cowards, and they don't jump in until there's some social capital,
some incentive, yeah,
fucking just spineless cowardly behavior.
Yep.